Hey babes, welcome back to Ofra's YouTube channel. If you've never seen me before, my name is Maya Galore. I am a content creator and beauty influencer. Today, we are gonna be playing with some new goodies from Ofra. We are gonna be using their two new signature palettes, which are based off two of the most bomb highlighters, which is Bali and Star Island. We're also gonna be using the new glosses from Ofra as well as their new makeup fixers. We did create this summertime, very bright and fun look today using these new goodies. So we're gonna hop right into the tutorial. Okay, so obviously we are going really colorful today with the eyes. So we're going to start with the eyes first. Today we are going to be using the new signature palette in Beachside. And this is based off the Ofra Star Island highlighter, as you can see right there in the middle. And the first shade that we're gonna dip into is the shade right here on the end, which is Pink Lady. And we're gonna go ahead and work this into our crease and bring it over the hood of the eye. And to be completely honest, I have to say that this is my favorite shade in this signature palette. I am a pink and purple type of girl when it comes to eyeshadow, so this hot pink color not only is perfect for summer, but it is right up my alley. It's also extremely easy to blend, and I never got a problem with that. Now to soften Pink Lady on the edges, I am going to dip into the shade right next to it, which is called Country Road. And I'm working this right on the edge of Pink Lady just so we get more of a seamless blend into my skin complexion. Now that that's blended, I'm gonna take some lighter concealer and cut my crease. I don't want my crease to be too far up from my physical crease on my eye. So with this flat paddle brush, I'm going to sculpt that out and then blend Pink Lady on the edges of that so that it is nice and blended into our crease color. The next shade that I'm gonna dip into is this bright yellow matte shade, which is actually called Bright Yellow. And I'm just gonna pat this shade right on my lid, primarily right in the middle, because this shade I'm gonna want to blend with both the pink shade as well as the shade that I'm gonna put in the inner part of the lid. And the brightness of these shades is just doing something to me right now. I love working with brighter colors, especially when we are bordering on summertime in the hotter months. And nothing like a bright, pretty eye during the summer. It just has way more positive vibes than the deeper kinds of eyeshadow looks, and I am here for it. So for the next shade, I'm actually going to mix both Star Island and the highlighter Bali, and both of those are the main middle colors in both of the new signature palettes. And that is what I'm gonna put right here in the inner part of the lid and then blend it into Bright Yellow. And one thing that I can say that I really love about mixing, especially Bali with the bright yellow color, is that when you pat it over it, it does create kind of a metallic yellow color, and that I am living for, because that just helps like the whole blend to just be like, is it a sunset? It would be a sunset, right? With the pink and the yellow. And like a gold shade here in the inner part, and I think that that is just super bomb. And that pretty much wraps it up for our color blend on the eyes. I am gonna go into the Ofra Verified Liquid Liner, and this is in Verified Black. And we are going to do a sharp black wing today. And I'm just gonna draw a line up from the corner of my eye and then connect that with my lash line. And now our very colorful summer eye look is done. Let's back it on up so we can get to our full face. So now that we have our summer eyes done, we're gonna go ahead and do a full face of makeup. The primer that we're gonna use today is the Cool as a Cucumber primer. And I always like to put my primer in 3 different places on the face so that it's evenly distributed. And this stuff smells like heaven. I definitely have been using this primer a lot lately. The next thing I'm gonna hop into is the Ofra Absolute Cover Foundation, and this is in the shade number 8. So I usually like to pump a couple of pumps on the back of my hand, and then I will just dab it all over the face. And then from there, I'm going to take the Ofra sponge and I'm going to blend it in with the butt of the sponge and just start to blend it out on the face. Now look at the coverage it is creating. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's just nothing like a good sponge to blend out your foundation that just gives you the coverage that you need. I feel like sometimes brushes do the best, but I definitely been loving this sponge because it does help me to just move the shade around. I don't feel like I have to use so much foundation. So for concealer, I'm gonna go into the Ofra Signature palette. This is their contouring and highlighting cream foundation. And I'm gonna use this lighter shade here to apply my concealer. And I am for sure in love with just the formula of this. And I feel like this is like the perfect like highlighting shade because I want some glam, but I don't want it to be super, super bright under the eyes. So I feel like this is like the perfect shade. Now before we set our concealer in place, I do want to do a slight little bit of a contour. So in this same palette, I'm going to go into the deeper shade, which is number 29 right here on the end, and I'm going to use that to contour around my face and my cheekbone area. Then I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out just to add some warmth to the face and some color back in, since we kind of washed it out a little bit with the lighter concealer. This is one of my favorite parts of doing my face, just because I get to put my face like this. The crazy things we love about our makeup process. So I'm gonna go ahead and set with the Ofra Derma Mineral Powder, and this is in brown sugar. I'm gonna use this to set the lighter parts of my face. And essentially I'm just putting it on the sponge, dabbing it on the back of my hand, and then pushing it into the concealer. And then with a nice big fluffy brush, I'm gonna take the shade Cocoa, and I'm gonna use that to just set the rest of my face, just because I don't want to be oily or, you know, have any extra shine to the face that's unnecessary. I feel like, you know, summertime, it's already gonna add enough shine, so we don't want that coming through in the makeup. So I just want to set the entire canvas. So for a quick bronze look, I'm gonna dip into the Gilded palette, and in this palette I'm gonna dip into the shade Bronzado, and this is like my perfect bronze shade. Do you see the bronze that's happening? I love this shade, and this is always one of my go-tos for a bronzer. I do want to go ahead and finish the bottom lash line of the eye. What I'm thinking is that we are going to go ahead and continue the pink shade very slightly at the bottom to make it cohesive. So essentially we're adding this kind of as a liner at the bottom, just pretty much so it looks like we didn't cop out on the look. And with the small blending brush, I'm gonna dip into Country Road and just make sure that that pink is blended and not so harsh at the bottom. And then the last shade we're gonna go into for the bottom lash line is the highlighter Bali, which is in the middle of the Getaway Signature palette. And I'm just putting that like right here just to make it cohesive with the top. And then I'm also going to, you know, make sure that's our inner corner highlight and blend that out as well. So for a highlighter for this look, y'all probably already know what we're dipping into, which is going to be Bali in the new Signature palette. When I first opened this palette, that is where my eye went. So I knew that I had to use that as a highlighter. And we're gonna go ahead and highlight on the cupid's bow as well as down the nose. Now this highlighter is like summer and a nice vacation getaway wrapped all into one. It's like the perfect perfect highlight shade. I don't know, it kind of gives you iridescent vibes, and I feel like that's what's really drawing me to it. So we're gonna hop into lips. The lip that we are going to use today is the Ofra lip gloss, and that's in Bare. First, I'm gonna line my lips with the Ofra lip liner, and this is in the shade Chestnut. And I'm a sucker for a good brown lip liner, and this one is bomb for sure. And then I'm gonna hop into the Bare lip gloss, which smells amazing, by the way. And that just gives us a very pretty nude glossy lip, and I'm here for it. Before we wrap up this look, we gotta make sure that it stays in place. So we're gonna hop into the brand new Ofra makeup fixers. And the one that I'm gonna use today is the mattifying makeup fixer. I am an oily chick, so doing a mattifying setting spray is a must for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the makeup fixer. A light mattifying mist that keeps makeup in place all day long. It always helps to dry it down as well. All right, Ofra beauties, that wraps up this summer glam using the new products from Ofra. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial. I definitely enjoyed and had fun making it for you. Don't forget to make sure you subscribe to Ofra's YouTube channel so that you can see future tutorials, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.